Chapter 5, Elements of Financial Statements. The elements directly related to the measurement of financial position are: letter A, asset, liability, and equity. Letter B, asset and liability. Letter C, income and expense. Letter D, asset, liability, equity, income, and expense. So, ang answer ay letter A. Kapag financial position, asset, liability, and equity. Pag financial performance, yun naman ay income and expense. The elements of financial position describe amounts of resources and claims against resources. Letter A, during a period of time. Letter B, at a moment in time. Letter C, during a period of time and at a moment in time. Letter D, neither during a period of time nor at a moment in time. So, ang answer ay letter B, at a moment in time. The elements directly related to the measurement of financial performance are: letter A, income and expense. Letter B, asset, liability, and equity. Letter C, asset and liability. Letter D, income, expense, and equity. The answer is letter A, income and expense. So, pag financial position, asset, liability, and equity. Pag financial performance, income, and expense. It is a present economic resource controlled by the entity as a result of past events. Letter A, asset. Letter B, liability. Letter C, equity. Letter D, income. So, definition yan ng letter A, asset. It is a present obligation of the entity to transfer an economic resource as a result of past events. So, yan naman yung definition ng letter A, asset. Letter B, liability. Letter C, equity. And letter D, expense. So, ang answer ay letter B, liability. Next, it is the residual interest in the assets of the entity after deducting all of the liabilities. Letter A, income. Letter B, equity. Letter C, retained earnings. Letter D, all of the choices match the definition. So, definition yan ng letter B, equity. So, pag sinabi nating equity, it is the residual interest in the assets of the entity after deducting all of the liabilities. So, di ba yung accounting equation natin, A equals L plus E. So, ito yung E, yung equity. So, para makuha yung equity, di ba, transpose yung L. So, ang mangyayari, E equals A minus L. So, yan yung sinasabi natin na yung equity is residual interest ng assets after deducting all of the liabilities. Kaya answer, letter B, equity. It is an increase in asset or decrease in liability that results in increase in equity other than contribution from equity holders. So, definition yan ng letter A, asset. Letter B, liability. Letter C, income. And letter D, expenses. So, kapag ganyan, di ba ang sabi ko sa inyo, lagay nyo dun sa accounting equation. Asset equals liabilities plus equity. So, yung definition dyan, tingnan nyo muna yung effect dun sa equity. So, sabi dyan, increase in equity. Okay? So, kung increase yan ng equity, so dapat lagi silang balance, di ba? So, increase din yan ng asset. Kapag sa liability naman, anong effect niya? Decrease in liability and increase in equity. So, dapat balance sila. So, ano kaya to yung increase in equity? Ano ba yung nasa equity natin? Diba sabi ko 4. Capital, withdrawal, income, and expenses. So, alin lang sa dalawa yan? Income or expense? So, sabi, increase in equity. So, it means ano yung magi-increase dyan sa equity dyan? Income or expense? So, ang income, magi-increase ang equity pag nagkaroon ng income. Pag nabawasan yung equity, ibig sabihin yun ay expenses. So, between dun sa dalawa, so kanino kayang definition yan? So, ang answer ay letter C, income. Okay? So, tandaan kapag sa definition, ang unang tingnan ano yung effect niya dun sa equity. Since increase in equity yan, so yan ay income. Kasi pag decrease in equity, yun ay expense. Okay? It is a decrease in asset or an increase in liability that results in decrease in equity other than distribution to equity holders. So, ano yan? A, asset. B, liability. Letter C, income. Or letter D, expense. So, sabi ko nga, gawa kayo ng accounting equation. A equals L plus E. So, yung E natin, 4 lang yan. Capital, withdrawal, income, and expense. So, ano sabi dyan? Ano daw yung effect dun sa equity? Decrease in equity. So, ibig sabihin, mababawasan yung equity. So, alin sa 4 na yan yung merong effect na magdi-decrease yung equity. So, di ba ito yung withdrawal and yung expenses. But sabi dyan, other than distribution to equity holders. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nakasama yung withdrawal. So, it means, ano yan? Yan ay expense. So, kapag may expense ka, what will happen to your asset? So, kapag nagkaroon ka ng expense, ang asset mo, mababawasan. So, kaya dapat equal yan, di ba? So, pag nag-decrease yung equity, ang asset mo, magde-decrease. So, pag nag-decrease ang equity, ano naman yung effect sa liability para mag-balance siya? So, mag-i-increase naman yung liability. Kaya sabi niya dyan, decrease in asset, increase in liability that results in decrease in equity. So, kaya ang answer ay letter D, expense. So, sa definition ng income and expense, ang una nyong tingnan, ano yung effect dun sa equity. So, para mas makita ninyo na kung yan ba ay income or expense. Next, this arises in the course of ordinary regular activities of the entity and is referred to by a variety of different names including sales, fees, interest, dividends, royalties, and rent. Letter A, income. Letter B, revenue. Letter C, profit. Letter D, gain. So, yung answer ay letter B, revenue. So, income encompasses both revenue and gain. So, ano pinagkaiba ng revenue tsaka ng gain? So, pag revenue, so this arises in the course of ordinary regular activities. Kung ano ine-engage nung entity. Okay? So, but pag sinabi nating gain, gains represent other items that meet the definition of income and do not arise in the course of the ordinary regular activities. So, yung example natin, di ba, kunyari tayo ay laundry shop. So, ang ginagawa natin ay may mga nagpapalabas sa atin. Once na may nagpalabas sa atin, nagpa-laundry, so ang inire-record natin doon ay revenue. Okay? But kunwari yung laundry shop, meron kang refrigerator. So, binenta natin yung refrigerator. So, yung gain, yung kikitain natin doon, ang tawag doon gain. So, kasi hindi naman yun yung talagang ibinebenta, no? Yung ino-offer nung entity doon sa kanyang customer. Hindi naman siya nagbebenta ng refrigerator talaga. So, kaya yun yung gain. So, pag revenue, ordinary regular activities of the entity. Which statement in relation to income is true? Letter A, income encompasses both revenue and gain. Letter B, revenue encompasses both income and gain. Letter C, gain encompasses both income and revenue. Letter D, income is technically the same as revenue. So, yung answer ay letter A, income encompasses both revenue and gain. Which is not within the new definition of an asset? Letter A, an asset is a present economic resource. Letter B, the economic resource is a right that has potential to produce economic benefit. Letter C, the economic resource is controlled by the entity as a result of past events. And letter D, future economic benefit is expected to flow to the entity. So, yung answer ay letter D. Future economic benefit is expected to flow to the entity. So, dati, nakalagay yan sa dating definition ng asset. But ngayon, sa new definition na ng asset, so, tinanggal na yan. Kaya, ang definition na lang ng asset is a present economic resource controlled by the entity as a result of past events. And yung economic resource daw na yun, meron siyang right that has potential to produce economic benefit. So, merong potential to produce. But, hindi na tinanggal na yung future economic benefit and expected to flow to the entity. Next, which of the following criteria need not be satisfied for a liability to exist? Letter A, the entity has an obligation. Letter B, the obligation is to transfer an economic resource. Letter C, the obligation is a present obligation that exists as a result of past events. And letter D, the settlement is expected to result in an outflow of economic benefit. So, yung answer dyan ay letter D. The settlement is expected to result in an outflow of economic benefit. So, yan yung dating definition ng liability but ngayon, tinanggal na. So, kaya ang answer ay letter D. Sabi dyan, which of the following criteria need not be satisfied for a liability to exist? So, ibig sabihin, yung A, B, and C, it means nag-exist yung liability. Yung letter D, hindi na yan requirement para masabi natin siya ay liability. Next, rights that have the potential to produce economic benefits and correspond to an obligation of another entity include all except. Okay, so letter A, right to receive cash. Letter B, right to receive goods. Letter C, right to exchange economic resources with another entity on favorable terms. And letter D, right over property, plant, and equipment. So, pagdating dun sa rights, di ba, may tatlong forms tayo dyan. Rights that correspond to an obligation of another entity. Yung pangalawa, rights that do not correspond to an obligation of another entity. And yung pangatlo, rights established by contract or legislation. So, ang hinahanap dyan ay yung exception. So, ibig sabihin, tatlo dyan ay rights that correspond to an obligation of another entity. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong right kasi merong liability or obligation yung another entity sa atin. So, ano yung exception dyan? So, yung A, B, and C yan ay rights that correspond to an obligation of another entity. So, kaya ang answer ay letter D. Ito yung exception. Kasi itong right over property and equipment, kasama ng right to intellectual property, ito yung mga rights na do not correspond to an obligation of another entity. So, ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon tayo ng right over dun sa PPE dahil hindi may liability sa atin yung entity, but pag-aari kasi natin yon. Kaya sabi niya, yung right over property, plant and equipment and yung right over dun sa intellectual property, yan yung mga rights that have the potential to produce economic benefits and do not correspond to an obligation of another entity. Okay? So, since ang pinapahanap sa atin ay yung exception dun sa correspond to an obligation of another entity, ang answer ay letter D. Kasi pag mayroong obligation yung another entity, meron tayong right to receive cash from dun sa entity na yon, di ba? Right to receive goods or right to exchange economic resources with another entity on favorable terms. Okay, so kaya ang answer ay letter D. An economic resource could produce economic benefit if an entity is entitled to all, except letter A, to receive contractual cash flows, letter B, to exchange economic resources with another entity on unfavorable terms, letter C, to receive cash by selling the economic resource, letter D, to extinguish a liability by transferring an economic resource. So, actually, 5 yan, no? So, ano dyan yung hindi kasama? So, ang answer ay letter B, to exchange economic resources with another entity on unfavorable terms. Kasi, para makasama yan, dapat favorable. Okay? So, since yan ay inilagay unfavorable terms, so kaya yan yung hindi kasama. So, ano pa yung included dyan bukod sa 4 na yan? Itong letter B, kung naging favorable terms, included din dyan. And yung pang-5 pa is to produce cash inflows or avoid cash outflows. Okay? It is a duty or responsibility that an entity has no practical ability to avoid. Letter A, right. Letter B, obligation. Letter C, equity. And letter D, expense. The answer is letter B, obligation. So, obligation is a duty or responsibility that an entity has no practical ability to avoid. Which statement is not true about income and expenses? So, isa-isahin natin, no? Income is increase in asset or decrease in liability that results in increase in equity other than distribution to equity holders. So, pag tinignan natin yung accounting equation, asset equals liabilities plus equity. So, sabi natin, di ba, dapat tingnan mo muna ano yung effect sa equity, increase. So, kung increase yan, ibig sabihin ito ay income, no? So, kung income yan, anong mangyayari sa asset? Mag-i-increase din para balanse. So, tama ito. Increase in asset. Kapag liability naman, so increase ang equity, decrease naman yung liability para mag-balance. So, tama din. So, ibig sabihin, itong statement na to ay true. Okay. So, letter B, expense is decrease in asset or increase in liability that results in decrease in equity other than distribution to equity holders. So, pag nilagay din natin yan sa accounting equation, so assets equal liabilities plus equity. So, yan ay expense. So, ibig sabihin, ang effect niya sa equity ay decrease. So, tama ito, decrease in equity. So, para balance yan, anong effect niya dapat din sa asset? Magde-decrease din yung asset. Kaya, tama, decrease in asset. Pag liability naman, since nag-decrease ang equity, yung effect niya sa liability must be increase. So, para maging balance pa rin to. So, Sabi dyan, increase in liability. So, correct. So, itong statement na to, yung letter B ay correct. Letter C, income and expenses are the elements that relate to financial position. So, income and expenses ba? Yung makikita natin do sa financial position. So, hindi, no? So, ano dapat to? Ito ay performance. So, ang income and expenses relate to financial performance. Kapag kasi position, yun yung asset, liability, and equity. So, ito yung mali. Letter D, tingnan natin, baka mamaya pareho pala, baka mayroong error, no? So, income is broader than revenue. So, correct ba to? Yes, kasi sabi natin income encompasses both revenue and gain. So, kaya ito rin ay correct. So, ang answer ay letter D. Okay?